50 meters butterfly men. Please welcome to the podium the medalists. The medals will be presented by Ms. Grace Fu, Minister of Culture, Community and Youth of
Back
Singapore.
just in time for the victory ceremony and to see Joe Schooling win and collect his 12th individual gold medal.
Of Indonesia.
This in the 50 meters butterfly race. I can also tell you that this is 10 individual races without losses at the SEA Games for Joe Schooling. That's the longest winning streak since Ratapong Srisanot did it in 1997 when that winning streak was broken. So it's 10 in a row now. The last person to beat Joe was a certain Keaton Nutapong in 2011 in the 200 meters individual medley. That was the last time he was beaten. 2013, 2015, and now into 2017, 10 races in a row, and he's won all 10 of them at this level where he is incomparable.
I'm sure he can keep that streak going on for a lot longer if he decides to swim more events, right? But I mean, he's only swimming 3 individual events and 3 relays at this SEA Games. So I mean, I think he's moved on to the next level. I mean, for the SEA Games, I mean, it's better now that he's letting the younger generation of swimmers take part, and then he's going to focus more on the Asian world level stage.
Well, for this guy, for his first SEA Games, it isn't too bad, isn't it? 2 bronze medals in the 50 meters backstroke and the 50 meters butterfly. Paul Leng-Eun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's obviously a pure sprinter, being able to do a few different strokes, like you mentioned. He's doing the 50 meters for butterfly, backstroke, and freestyle. The only one he's missing out is the breaststroke. So quite interesting. We could see him obviously for the next few SEA Games coming on as well.
So that's a bronze for him in what has been a very good 2 years in the swimming career of this Vietnamese American, Paul Leng-Eun.
Silver medalist.
Triadi Fauzi, the Indonesians, thought that he might upset the odds here against Joe Schooling, especially after the heats where he was pretty close to Joe. What they forgot was Joe was in gear 0.5 and not even trying in the heats. And it was clear this race was won from the blocks, you have to say. And off the blocks, I mean, we talk about reaction times. Whenever I look at reaction times at things like the Olympic Games and World Championships, Joe Schooling is probably, for my money, the quickest in terms of reaction times off the blocks in the world.
Definitely, yes. I mean, if you look at the Olympic Games where he won the gold medal, he had the fastest reaction time, I believe, in the semi-finals and the finals, right? I mean, it was like, I think 0.6, 0.61. So that's a lot quicker than most people are.
As I haven't seen anyone react even at the Asian Games as well. 0.66 seconds. And in the final of the 100 meters butterfly, I remember it was 0.58, something like that. You know, it was below 0.6. So it was absolutely insane. Or in his own words, it was absolutely sick. Joe Schooling with his 12th gold medal, and with this he now moves into 4th spot on the all-time list of gold medal winners for males at the SEA Games. He's overtaken William Wilson and now joins Eric Buhain with 12 gold medals. Buhain just ahead of him in terms of 2 silvers, just a silver medal ahead of him. But the dozen for Joe and the second of the night for Singapore. A SEA Games record. His father Colin in the crowd. Mum there too, May, with him every event. And a lot of it's right down to that, isn't it, Gerald? It's parental support. We all know the story of the Schoolings, and especially Joe Schooling, the sacrifice of the parents. From a young age, when he said he wanted to become an Olympic champion, Dad Colin and Mum May just made all the sacrifices in the world, went all over the world, got out of their comfort zones. And when you go to America, it's not a small country. They actually took almost a year off to find the best school for him, the best coach for him. So he is totally indebted to them and what they have done, almost giving up 10 years of their lives in order for his pursuit of that Olympic gold medal. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they sacrificed a lot, right? And that's why he's so grateful for what they've done. Swimming isn't an individual. I mean, people talk about swimming being an individual sport, but I think what people don't realize is how much goes into getting that gold medal, right? I mean, his parents, to set him away when he was so young and then having to take the time off, I think they probably spent a lot of time away from one another as well, right? I mean, a dad and mom taking turns flying to the US and flying back here again, so not being able to spend family time as much as they would have liked. So definitely a lot of sacrifices that had to come in place to get the gold medal. Absolutely right. I mean, the moment he won the gold medal, the first thing I remember just talking about was it was not just Team Singapore's gold medal, it was Team Schooling, because it was such a team effort. And when you talk to the parents, they would tell you that every step of the way they got Joe involved in every single thing, as he is being spoken to yet again. Everyone wants a piece of Joseph Schooling, and he had that spitfire going from the moment he took off the blocks, and after that breakout there was only going to be one winner. It's a familiar pose and a familiar position on the podium already for Joseph Isaac Schooling. So you're talking about him taking a break, and then of course
to come back to
can hear what he's trying to say now.
My country and my family and my fans. So I'm very happy right now, and on to the next one.
You won the biggest event in the world, and now to compete in the SEA Games. Do you feel the same passion?
Yeah, of course. Whenever you don the red and white, it's very important. You got to do 100% each time you jump in for Singapore, and that's what I gave tonight. And I'm pleased with my performance on the way itself. And hopefully I can keep the ball rolling and get better day by day.
Okay, last thing. What do you think you can improve better after going to train in America?
I mean, just get stronger and get faster. That's all you can do. The gauge of how well you do or how much better you get by times. And I went half a second faster from 2 years ago, and so I'm moving in the right direction.
So do you have exactly number real targets in this game?
Hopefully I can win all my events, 6 events. That's the goal for me.
Thank you.
You hardly get that at the SEA Games, isn't it?
Thank you.
Usually it's your own local media who want to talk to you after you win, but even if he didn't win, every media, that was the Vietnamese media interviewing Joe Schooling, but every media